I'm starting off here with some large shapes, just doing the basics for the chest and the hips, drawing some connecting lines from the hips to the knees to the feet, and then creating an area there for the neck, bringing the neck down and shoulders about where I see them, adding the shoulders, creating the elbows and the wrists out. So they're all just big shapes, big, easy shapes. This is, if I were to make a bunch of edits, this is where I would start making them. Adding in little details here, some muscle groups. I doubled it up, and then I'm going to use a much lighter version to add my detailing to. So I've got my big shape there. Now I'm going to start adding detailing. And I just basically start with an outline. I draw it as I see it. Sometimes I do 3 layers or 4 layers. It's no big deal. Each layer can just be lightened and be considered a sketch layer and not an ink layer. Little details here, sort of focusing on proportions, anatomy, again, big muscle groups. And I just draw what I see in my head. Although I'm not seeing this in my head, I am using photo reference for this piece. I do use photo reference for almost every single photo or every single pose that I do. I feel like photo reference is an important way to make sure that my drawing looks real, looks like a person. Some of the muscle groups or some of the details that I do add to these, wind up coming out of my head. When I do pieces that are mostly for myself, where I'm creating a new fantasy creature or something like that, I do start off with big basic shapes, sort of move to this level of drawing, and then I use that as the basis, and that's what I would change, add wings and horns and fur and clothing to. This is really just a mannequin. I'm really trying to stop doing those shifts. I'm trying to draw these things straight on, and so I've stopped doing a lot of the spinning of the drawing as I draw. That was very, very hard for me, because even when I draw on paper, I spin the sketchbook all around when I draw. But again, I took that red drawing, and then I lightened it up, and that became the mannequin for my detail drawing here. My detail drawing here, I'm still sort of glancing over at the reference photo, but I'm drawing a lot of this out of my head, out of anatomy that I've memorized. Just adding in little details, making sure the curves are there and my lines are nice and straight. Just remember to keep looking at it and asking yourself, does that look like something in nature? Does it look like something I've seen before? Always find some good reference. I've purchased a lot of reference over the years. I guess you've purchased this as reference, so look at this when you're drawing. Look at this a lot when you're drawing. Alrighty, well, thanks for watching this one, guys. And getting that left foot in there, and